welcome back to Carmella's Corner. Today I have a very exciting guest, one of the kids of the Antony or Claus family. We have Michael, who plays Sonny. I'll let you go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Sure. My name is Michael Viveiros. I'm playing Sonny in A Christmas Carmella. I am the son of Antony and Carmella Jr. This is my third time, coming back for Sonny. And this time I get a couple of extra characters that I get to add on
Sonny
top,
and
sure.
Middle Scroogini and Sigmund Fraud.
Oh, yeah.
And am I missing what? The Mormon?
Of course, the Mormon.
From the Book of Mormon.
Yeah,
and
we don't have to go into that. You'll see.
You'll see lots of quick changes happening for Michael, which will be fun for you guys to get to see on stage and us to get to see backstage as he hopefully makes each and every one of them.
We'll make everyone.
We'll make
it happen.
It'll work.
Of course.
So for anyone who doesn't necessarily know, you kind of touched on it a little bit already, but how does Sonny kind of fit into the family dynamic? What kind of son or grandson or his brother is he?
I love playing Sonny. I really do. He's like such a fun character. The way he's written, he's not the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree. If we'd go there.
I like your Christmas
anyway,
pun.
Thank you so much. I love playing Sonny. He's pretty dynamic and flexible in the way that he behaves in each show that I've done him in, and this show is my favorite so far because he's just so absurd. He's just so silly.
So many
like everything
directions.
he does, it's a fun time. My first Antony was the first Antony, so it kind of feels like I've grown into Sonny
you've
as
done
like
each of them.
You know what I mean? So it's like the first Sonny was like the first one that Frank wrote, and it felt like I was getting to know the character. And then the second one I did was the second one, and it was just like developing on that. And now I feel comfortable in Sonny enough to play like 6 other characters as Sonny.
Still playing Sonny.
So
many
it's just
levels.
A fun, dynamic.
That's awesome. And so you have been here for a little bit. What's it like working with some of the same people again, some new people this time, kind of a mix of everybody?
Honestly, that's my favorite part of the Antony Claus experience every time. It's like, it really does feel like the holidays, like Christmas. Because,
absolutely. I say that all the time.
We go like all year without seeing each other. Of course, we like send each other messages and check in, and then all of a sudden November swings around and everybody's under the same roof, and we're all like, it's such a fun experience. I love watching like people who are so secure in their character, like Bobby comes back every time, and he switches right back into it. We're getting to that point. Christina too, Carmella Jr. Started the year that I started too.
Oh, that's a cool.
So it like kind of feels like I'm growing with my mom in the same way, you know what I mean? So every time we come back and it's like the same little family, it's fun.
So that's a good point to bring up, is that it's obviously a family, but however, Sonny does sometimes happen to be the punching bag of the family, quite literally, with how many slaps you get to the back of the head. Talk a little bit about what that's like, working with the family in that respect, where off stage you guys are all really close, but on stage you have this little bit of like, not fighting, but playful banter back and forth with everybody.
I think that's like, because we're close off stage, because we can like crack jokes with each other, it doesn't feel any sort of like weird when we're on stage and they're like, just shut up, what are you even talking about?
It gives everyone the room to...
I like it.
Yeah, it gives everyone the room to play. It's fun.
Of course, right? Having a connection with the rest of your family, and literally a family in this
case,
it's
also very realistic.
It just helps the like chemistry flow, and I love being a part of something like that. So.
And so, on top of Sonny, like we just mentioned, you are playing a lot of different characters as well. So what's that been like? How are you keeping track of who's who and what's what, and making sense of all of it, kind of?
Yeah. It's a fun little like exercise, I guess, to like, because
and physical exercise, running around backstage.
True.
All these
I'm like
characters.
sprinting back and forth behind the little set, which you'll see. See the show.
Come see the show. You'll see him running. It's probably sweating buckets by the time the show.
Don't
is
judge
over.
me. It's because it's nice because like it's these characters, but they're not separate characters. They're all Sonny playing additional characters. Right. So it's fun to like put a little spin on it. Like one of the characters is Middle Scrooge.
Right.
And I am modeling that after Bobby, kind of the way that he acts as Antony in Sonny reflected on stage. It's like a fun little way to like
that's a bunch of levels right there.
So it's just fun. I love being able to like put Sonny into different shoes and see how we would behave with different characters.
Do you have a favorite scene or character or moment in this show without giving any like spoilery things away? Do you have like one that's like more fun than the others, or I don't know?
To be completely honest, my favorite part of this show so far is interacting with Holly.
Nice.
We're on stage for a majority of the show because this is our grandmother telling us the story of a Christmas
no one's
Carol.
heard about really that kind of side of it yet. You're the first grandchild.
So it's a retelling, right, from Carmella Senior's perspective. And so she's telling us, me and Holly, Sonny and Holly, the kids, and it's so fun to like listen to the story and be actively entertained by what our grandmother is telling us, but also like nudging each other the whole time and like just working off each other.
There's always, that's why I can't remember whose interview now that I've done a bunch of them, who it was that was talking about it, but how there's something always happening like on different parts of the stage, even if it's not the main scene, and you guys always have something funny going on over in the corner while you're like listening to the story, but also not always listening to the story and messing with each other. And
there's always something for your eyes to focus on.
Something, for real. Especially, check out the corner of the stage where they're hanging out by the recliner, because there's always something goofy going on over there.
It's a good time.
Why should people come see the show? What's, people who might have seen you maybe in this show before, or maybe have already seen A Christmas Carmella. Why should people come check this one out?
You should come see it. If you've seen A Christmas Carmella before, I assure you have not.
Yes.
It changes. It's dynamic. Every night we run it and it's a little different,
Absolutely.
because we're surrounded by comedians who like are so funny that it's just, you're adding jokes.
And great actors like yourself, even those of us who aren't stand-up comedians. Without giving too much away, you may be able to see us interact
what are you talking about?
On stage as well as off stage on Carmella's Corner. Oh,
it's just good as new.
Yep, nothing ever happened. I think it's appropriate that it's Sonny's episode of Carmella's Corner where this is just falling apart.
Yeah, it's canon that Sonny made this.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and take the fall for that one instead of admitting to everything. Yeah, Sonny made this, not me. It was Sonny. And
when we say that there's something going on in the corner of the stage, it's just me making this sound.
But I think that's a good enough time as any to once again let you know that tickets are on sale. You know where to find them. They'll be in the description of this video. And that we will be back again for another episode of Carmella's Corner soon. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Frank was like, can you make a sign? And I was like,
sure.
I'm not an artist, but I'll try my best.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But
is there hair on it? Yummy.
Probably. It was sitting on the floor. It was sitting on the floor of the office.
Get that hair off. That's so unprofessional.
It's being held together by, oh God, I knew this was going to happen.